We're live.
We're live. Yes.
Awesome.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening. Afternoon.
Afternoon. Did I say evening again? Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Say hi in the chat. It's nice to know who we have on the webinar with us. I forgot the name of it then.
We love talking to you.
Yeah, when you talk to us, it makes it much more fun. So please chat in there, say hey, who you are, where you're from, that kind of thing. I am David. I live in Milan, so I work at one of the Milano schools in Porto Romano.
Good.
And
I'm Pearl, and I'm from Florida in America, and I also work with David in one of the Milano schools. And today you get to hear 2 different accents. Yay!
Yeah, because I'm from London, so I've got a British accent, quite a classic British accent, being from London. So yeah, any questions? Obviously, let us know. If you want pronunciation on either part, British or American, tell us and we can help you out with it. But let's go then. Today we are doing personalities.
Oh, forgot to mention, if this is your first webinar, there is a delay in the chat. So we won't see your comments immediately, but we always try our best to answer them or acknowledge them as soon as we do. So don't be shy and please write in the chat.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's go. So today we are doing personalities. We are talking about personality types, people, and we're going to use compound adjectives. So this is a really good focus because it's got a lot of language that is in checkpoint. Pearl, can you remember what level checkpoint compound adjectives are? I think it's level 11.
Yeah, I would say 11. Wasn't it higher, 11 or 12?
Yeah, it's 11 or 12. But yeah, compound adjectives. So for a lot of people, it's very, very useful to revise these before going into checkpoint. But in general, of course, it's an interesting subject and great language for you.
Hi,
Luca. Hey, welcome from Bologna.
Thanks for joining us.
And thanks for saying hi. Good to see you. Cool. So let's go. To start off today, we have a short quiz just to get an idea of what personality types you guys are. So yeah, play along to see which category we fit in. So question 1.
Yes.
When do you feel your best? Oh yeah, I'm going to write down mine as well. I'll write them on my phone. So when do you feel your best? In the morning, afternoon, or late at night? What have you put, Pearl?
I think in the morning. I think I feel my best in the morning, which is shocking, I think, but I feel refreshed usually. And I feel like there's so much promise for the day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes I feel best in the morning, but only if I went to bed at a good time the night before. So I'm going to say afternoon. In general, best time for me is the afternoon.
I feel fresh in the morning too, Luca. But it depends. Wait, let me be more specific. I feel the best like around like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. If it's like 6 or 7, I don't feel my best. I feel really tired. So like we'll say 9 o'clock is when I feel my best in the morning.
Perfect. Cool. Question 2. How easily are you offended? Very easily? You have a short temper? Occasionally? Or never? You're totally chilled out, man. I had to say that in an American accent. I couldn't
resist. Man. Never. I'm totally chilled out, man. I think I can be all 3. I don't know. What do you think I am?
I wouldn't say you get offended. I would probably put never because, I mean, when people do something that I would consider offensive, I think you're just like.
I think I internalize it a lot. I give myself B. Like, I'm occasionally offended, but I internalize it a lot. I'm like, it's fine. It's nothing. I don't overreact.
Okay,
Luca
I'm going to
is C.
put C for myself.
Yeah, I think you're C.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. I like C. I mean, I am sometimes, I wouldn't say as much as occasionally, though. I would say I'm closer to never than occasionally.
Yeah, like hardly ever, but that's not an option. Like, I don't care. I need to know.
Perfect. I like that answer, Luca. But I want to know. I just don't get offended by it. If someone doesn't like me or someone says something or has an opinion, I want to know it, but I don't care. Like, I don't
mean, it
get
depends.
hurt.
Maybe offended is not the right way. Annoyed would be better. Occasionally, yes. I'm offended. Probably not. I think you're right. I think I am C. I don't really get offended. I just get annoyed. So the same.
Perfect. So number 3, when talking to people, you stand with your arms folded, your legs neatly bent side by side, or you play with your ear, touch your chin, or smooth your hair. Oh.
A, absolutely.
I mean, it depends on the person. Or you stand arms folded.
You know, I read that it's not like blocking someone off. It's because it's a self-comforting behavior.
Oh, really?
Like, it's not really meant like you're closing people off, which is meant to like, it's like you're like holding yourself, like a self-comforting behavior. I do A a lot.
Like you're holding yourself like a baby.
Yeah, even when I'm watching like Netflix on the computer, I'll sit with my arms crossed and watch. So A.
Yeah, like for me, quite naturally, it's nice to sit here like this. It doesn't mean I'm closing myself off from the webinar, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I would say, in general, which is not great for the current situation we're in.
No, don't. As I touch my hair, as I smooth my hair, as I. Luca, what letter are you, Luca, for number 3? Do you, when talking to people, do you stand with your arms folded, your legs neatly bent side to side, or do you play with your hair, ear, touch your chin? B. You're not sure. Not A, not C. B is when you're standing, but your legs aren't completely straight. They're a little bent, like relaxed, and they're right next to each other. So side by side means next to each other, but like your legs are a little bent.
So you're kind of relaxed, like there's a kind of slouch going on, like, but not a lot.
Yeah,
like in a relaxed position, isn't it?
Yeah. Like in the military, they stand with their legs very straight, but when you're relaxed, they're a little bit bent, like curved. I think. Maybe you're B, Luca. I am definitely.
Must be B. I'm definitely C. I'm way too twitchy and fiddly when I talk to people. So while Luke is thinking of his answer, number 4, when relaxing, you sit with your legs crossed, have your hands on your hips, or sit one leg curled under, one leg curled under the other.
Maybe Luca, you cross your arms. I cross my arms too. Number 4, I sit with my legs crossed.
Mine can depend. Mostly C. Mostly C. One leg under the other.
You do that a lot.
You noticed that, do I? Okay, I'll definitely. C so far.
A lot of A's. I know is that correct? Well, you know, because my personality is type A. You know, your hands. No, who does that?
Yeah, who sits like this? Or when relaxed?
That when I'm about to reprimand someone.
Yeah, when you're about to get sassy.
Yeah. Luca sits with his legs crossed like me. We're on the same page.
Perfect. So, number 5, when something really amuses you, you react with a frown. You try and hide your amusement, a quiet chuckle, or quiet, gentle chuckle, or an understated yet charismatic smile. I had a problem reading just then. Sorry?
An understated yet charismatic smile. I just laugh.
Me too. I laugh, so I'm going to put B.
B. Yeah, when something amuses me, I'm okay about showing it. I wouldn't know what that looks like. An understated yet charismatic smile. I don't know what that looks like.
It'd be like a small smile, but you still look really happy.
Oh, but Luca
knows.
Right.
Luca knows. He's confident he's a C. Perfect. And you're working really hard and are interrupted. Do you feel extremely irritated? Remain impartial to the interruption or welcome the break?
Depends who's interrupting me.
I am definitely let us see any opportunity to sit back and relax. I'm like, oh yeah, what? Sorry, let's make that a coffee instead of just a quick question.
No, mine's B. I remain impartial. But it depends who's bothering me and for what reason. It depends on the person and depends on the reason, but in general, I remain impartial to the interruption.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Luca, how about you? Do you feel extremely irritated and annoyed? Are you impartial or are you happy and welcome the break?
Looking at my answers, I feel like I'm already very type A.
Yeah, I'm very type C. I've got a lot of C's happening here. Luca as well, he welcomes the break. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Usually wait for a drink after work. Me too. I love that. Perfect. Number 7.
Love drinks. I love drinks.
Yeah. It's always good. Make sure that you aperitif quick after work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So number 7, how do you like the waves of the sea? Ferocious, fast, and powerful, enough to sail a boat, but not to drown, or no waves, calm and tranquil open sea? Ooh.
B. I say B.
I mean, it depends on my activity. I mean, am I in a boat? If I'm in a boat, then C. If I'm trying to jump the waves, then B, because I don't want to drown. But if I'm just sitting there watching from like a pub or a bar, then A. Looks really cool.
Because I feel when it's calm, it's too quiet. And one of the things I like about the sea is the sound.
Oh, okay.
So I like the not fast, ferocious, but no. Well, the sea is very different than the ocean. I want to point this out. Because I grew up in Florida and we have the ocean and we have more waves, and the sea is a little bit different. Julia, hi Julia, welcome back. Julia says no waves, a calm, tranquil, open sea.
Cool. I think I'm going to go C actually because it's very relaxing.
No waves.
Luca agrees with me. 3 against 1, pal.
I'm outnumbered. No one likes A. That makes sense.
Not at all. Cool. So we've got all of our answers. I hope you guys made note of them.
See.
And now here. So you mostly A, B, or C, Pearl?
I have 3 A's and 3 B's and 1 C. So I'm a mix of A and B.
Okay. So do you want to read this for us?
Yes. So A, you are a strong-willed, brave, confident, and courageous person. You are not scared by a daunting task, and you approach life with determination and commitment. Be careful, though. Your iron mind can sometimes intimidate people who sometimes think that you are big-headed and bad-tempered. Sounds about accurate.
Ooh.
Does that sound accurate about me?
Does it sound like you? Parts of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think I am strong.
Yeah, but you're also an Aries, so it's that fire sign coming out in you.
It goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Perfect. Let's have a look at. Oh, actually, some vocabulary in here might be interesting. Something like daunting.
Daunting.
Yeah.
Daunting.
Daunting. As an adjective, what does it mean? Daunting half.
Good. Let's ask Julia and Luca. What does how you spell it? What does daunting mean? I like this vocabulary word. It's very elevated vocabulary.
Yeah, because there is other ways of explaining it quite simply, but this is a less common word, but it's nice. So any ideas, guys? Let us know what you think.
Very similar word to it in the description.
Oh, yeah.
There's another word that's very similar to it in the description.
Kind of. Yeah, you're not scared to dare to do things, and something's cool. Definitely.
Hi, Bruno. When someone is feeling blue, no, a daunting task is not like a sad task. But Julia's the closest. It can be difficult, but the closest thing to be intimidating. Something that's daunting, intimidating.
Yeah, to be intimidating. Perfect. Cool. And we've got some very good compound adjectives in here as well to start us off with the rest of the focus.
Yeah, what are the compound?
Strong-willed.
You said one, David.
I did say that.
Yeah, what are the compound adjectives in the description? What are the compound adjectives? Oh, it beat me to it. I was writing it.
Oh, and I missed.
Strong-willed is one.
Compound adjective.
Strong-willed. I am very strong-willed. Yeah. My mom has a different word for strong-willed. It's not as nice. Yep, strong-willed. There's two more. Right?
What does your mom use instead of strong-willed?
Bad-tempered. She uses stubborn.
Oh yeah, that too. Perfect. Yes, perfect. You guys got them. Thank you, Julia.
Good.
Thank you, Luca. Bad-tempered, big-headed, and strong-willed.
Good. Our compound adjectives are connected with the hyphen, right?
Yeah, that's what makes them a compound. So careful, Luca. Make sure you're using the hyphen between big-headed, because it's becoming one word now. Wonderful. Mostly B. Go on. This is you again.
Yeah, I have half and half. Mostly B's. You are a level-headed, logical, and rational individual. You never do things to extremes and always follow the middle path. People appreciate you for the advice you offer them and respect your balanced views. You have a high standard of social etiquette and are a naturally warm-hearted and kind person.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It was very nice. What does iron mind?
Iron mind. Where is that? You do things logical, rational individual.
Iron mind.
Was it in the last slide?
Iron.
Oh, your iron mind can sometimes intimidate people.
Your iron mind. You're very strong and you're very set in your ways. Like you believe something and you just do it. So when you have an iron mind, you're a very strong mind. You're strong.
Yeah, just imagine that your mind, your opinions are made of iron. They're very strong, solid, cannot be broken. Perfect. But this one is a nice one. It also describes you quite accurately, Pearl. I think you are definitely a balance of the two. The best of both, of course.
I am balanced, yeah. I think I'm balanced. Cool. Warm-hearted and kind, yeah, sure.
Cool, so we have... Yeah, that's talking about the iron mind. We went back. So we have one, compound adjective in here. Can we find it? It should be nice and easy if there's only one.
Which is the compound adjective for a description of be. And what does it mean? What is the compound adjective and what
Good one.
does it mean? You know, I try really hard to be this compound adjective.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult sometimes?
Yes. It depends. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me.
Me too. Me too. The last few years, I've really practiced taking a step back before I act.
Yes. Level-headed and warm-hearted. Yes. Level-headed and warm.
There's two in there.
What does level-headed mean? What does level-headed mean? I mean, the two ones right after it. It's a great description to put on your CV if you're level-headed.
Oh, definitely. This is all good language for a CV, actually.
Yeah,
never do things to extremes. Appreciate you. People come to you for advice.
Very smart. It means to be tempered. Level-headed, yeah, more or less. It means to stay calm in very stressful situations and you try not to let your emotions control you.
Perfect.
Good. Quiet and calm.
Good job.
Even-tempered, you say. Even-tempered.
So then C, this is me, so I will read it out. You are charming, charismatic, and easygoing. People are drawn to you by your chilled out attitude to life and your laid back and happy-go-lucky approach to things. Although you're nonchalant, interpreted as carelessness and laziness, people are still attracted to your calm and tranquil aura.
What a great word.
Do you think that sounds like me?
I don't think you're carelessness. I don't interpret it as carelessness.
Cool. I like that. Yeah, it says
I think
sometimes be misinterpreted. So.
I don't think when I see that you're calm or tranquil, I don't think it's because you don't care. I just think because you're just calm about things. But nonchalant, what a great word.
I like that word. I also love saying it because it's kind of French, nonchalant.
It's a very nice word too. Nonchalant. I love that word. I am nonchalant about certain things. It's you, Luca.
Oh yes, this is also Luca. He got mostly C's. Perfect. Perfect. I remember when I lived in London, I had a job working in retail. And it was Christmas time, so everyone was going crazy in the shop. All the employees were going absolutely crazy about stock, customers, the tidiness of the shop, the sales, everything. And I was the assistant manager at the time. And my manager came up to me running, screaming about, oh, we need to set up this new promotion. I was like, okay, cool. I can get started on that. And you can carry on with everything else, whatever you were doing. And she said to me, David, you're so relaxed. I feel like if I pushed you, you'd fall over.
That would be me.
I was like, please don't push me. I'm just very calm about things.
I'm not very calm. I think I'm more at A than B.
But we've got on the adjectives in here. Yeah? So we're quite opposite.
Yes, we do. We get along fine. No, I'm a mix of A and B.
So our compound adjectives, guys, what are they?
I think we could say C's are very optimistic people.
Definitely.
C is very optimistic people. I only had one C in my thing.
Oh, I had all C's except 2 B's.
Well, the one C I changed from a B, so I would have had 3 A's and 4 B's. You're the opposite.
Perfect.
Julia.
Oh, Julia's
maybe
nice.
Julia,
She says that
maybe
she
you're like an
admires
A. Julia, you're probably similar to me. I am A. Yep, laid back, chilled out. Chilled out is very slang. It's just slang word. I'm very chilled out. Chilled out means relaxed, right? Relaxed.
Yeah. It can also be a phrasal verb, to chill out.
To chill out, yeah. Means to relax. To be cool.
Yeah, to be calm. Chill out, man. Oh, a happy-go-lucky approach. Happy-go-lucky approach. So it means that when you have a challenge, you still have a smile and you hope for the best with everything. It's to be very optimistic. Yeah.
Optimistic.
Like with my experience as yeah, everything's fine. We'll just carry on as normal.
Yeah, you're a happy-go-lucky person. A happy-go-lucky person is very optimistic and relaxed.
Cool. So now we need to think about introvert or extrovert. What types of personality are required for different jobs? We can discuss the jobs at the bottom, and we can maybe also discuss your jobs or our jobs as teachers.
But first, David, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh, I am 100% an introvert. Very, very introverted. I am very shy at social occasions, and if I'm around people too much, I need to take like a day or 2 days just to relax.
I think I am an introvert for sure, but I am a fake extrovert.
Oh, me too. I fake quite well at being an extrovert, especially when I'm working.
Yes, I think I am an introvert as well. Luca, Julia, what are you? An introvert or an extrovert? Are you an introvert or an extrovert? You know, I'm quite happy being an introvert.
Oh, me too. It makes this isolation a lot easier.
It does. Definitely does. I love being an introvert. But I've become more extroverted as I've gotten older.
Oh yeah, me too. I was very, very shy when I was young.
Everybody knows I'm an extrovert. You're an extrovert, Luca, because you're C. Julia, you're the same as me. You're an introvert and a fake extrovert. I like being an introvert.
I love it. So for these jobs here, we've got the president, a police officer, a musician, doctor, teacher, or your own job. What kind of personalities do you need for each of these jobs? Let's start with teacher, because me and Pearl are teachers.
You know what? I want to say extrovert, but me and you are not extroverted.
No, I think what you need is self-confidence as a teacher. You can be introverted but self-confident, which we are, which is why we're fake extroverts.
Another personality trait. I am a musician and musicians have to be chilled out. Is it right?
Perfect.
Yeah, I think musicians need to be chilled out, absolutely. But Luca thinks a teacher needs to be an extrovert. I think a part of us, yes, we have to be extroverted because we teach in front of students, so we need to be confident and
yeah, like right now we need to present. Perfect. And what about a doctor? What kind of personality do you need as a doctor?
A doctor. Serious personality?
Serious? Yeah.
If the musician is nervous, he or she doesn't play well. They don't play well. I imagine if they're nervous, yeah, so you need to remain calm and chilled out. That's a good point. Yes, Bruno, very good point.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think a doctor needs to be patient.
Yes.
Especially if you do surgery. You need to be relaxed.
Serious. Did I say serious?
The president?
I can tell you what my president is. He's very extroverted, maybe too extroverted.
Definitely.
But in general, I think a president needs to be extroverted and level-headed.
Yeah, I was going to say level-headed, definitely.
Look at comprehensive. Comprehensive. What you want to say? Okay. Yeah, comprehensive. My president is big-headed.
Big-headed. Definitely.
Oh no, was Boris Johnson big-headed?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was very, very popular for a while and he understood that everyone loved him. And so now I think he's just overly confident and big-headed about what he can do with the world.
I think my president is too big-headed and he's not level-headed enough.
No, definitely not. Definitely. Although at least he's taking this coronavirus seriously, unlike my prime minister.
All right.
Well, he will travel from Europe, no?
In these days, the president of France is not easygoing. I don't know, maybe is Macron not easygoing right now? I'm not sure. I haven't read the news about France lately. Maybe, probably Bruno.
No,
I imagine. I don't think any president now is very easygoing considering the situation.
No.
No.
So here we need to match our compound adjectives to the definition. We've got easygoing, tight-fisted, big-headed, well-behaved, self-assured, and bad-tempered. We need to match that up to easily annoyed or angered, someone who behaves correctly, arrogant, relaxed, unwilling to spend money, someone confident in their own abilities.
Good. Bruno says easygoing about the virus. Yes, I don't think Macron is very easygoing about the virus. A doctor should be very calm, level-headed, and empathetic. Absolutely. Sometimes she needs to communicate difficult information to his or her patients. Yes, absolutely. I agree, Julia. Correct. I agree.
Yes. I want to point out one thing there for Julia. When talking about a doctor as a profession, it's not masculine, it's not feminine, so perfect for using he/she. But what we can use there instead is they, or their, or them. Because yes, it's plural, he, she. We can make it gender neutral singular as well. Just typing that out. Yeah, so instead of saying he, she, we can say they. Yeah, so a doctor should be very calm. They need to communicate difficult information to their patients. Good. But yes, Luca, easygoing is relaxed. And adjectives. Yes, wonderful. Tight-fisted. What does tight-fisted mean? Tight-fisted. I think this is a great visual, tight-fisted, for the meaning. Yeah, definitely. If your fist is very tight. Perfect, Luca. Yes. You're unwilling to spend money. Yes, you're holding on to that money real tight. Yes, you cannot let go. Big-headed.
Big-headed.
Big-headed. Ooh. I just finished lunch, so I'm very sleepy. I didn't have a
I like English. Gender neutral is not, I'm not masculine. You're right. Good. Exactly. Like in Italian, we don't know it's masculine. You're right. I agree, Julia. English is good. Big-headed is arrogant. Yes, it is.
Good job. So well-behaved. Well-behaved.
Do you hate it when they use the word in the definition?
Yeah. Perfect, Bruno. 2. Quite an easy one. Well-behaved, someone who behaves correctly. Good. Self-assured. Self-assured. What do we think?
Correctly. Bruno says 6.
Perfect. 6.
Yes.
Someone. Good. And so very difficult last one. Bad-tempered.
Bad-tempered.
Means easily annoyed or angered. Cool.
Right.
Thanks for the help on that one, guys. That was really, really good. Here, if you are in level 10 or level 11, I would recommend probably using taking a screenshot of this, because it'll be very helpful in your checkpoint. If you're going to do level 11 checkpoint, take a picture of this, write some sentences about your life. Who in your life is easygoing, tight-fisted, big-headed, well-behaved, self-assured, or bad-tempered? Write some sentences, remember it for checkpoint, and yeah. Cool. But now, you can tell us about famous people that could be described by each of these compound adjectives. And why would you describe them like that? So easygoing, tight-fisted, big-headed, well-behaved, self-assured, and bad-tempered. Which celebrities or famous people?
Donald Trump is big-headed.
100%, of course he is.
And bad-tempered. He's big-headed and bad-tempered.
Definitely.
It's okay. November's coming. November's coming.
Any ideas on who's going to be running?
I think it's going to be Biden. I think he might win.
Cool. It's going to be Biden versus Trump. Okay.
I think that is my prediction. I will vote for Biden or Sanders. Whatever.
You almost said Trump.
Not him.
Not. Do we know any celebrities or any famous people that are tight-fisted? Tight-fisted.
I don't know. I think it would be very bad publicity for a celebrity to be tight-fisted.
Definitely. I know a celebrity who's easygoing. Tom Hanks is very easygoing.
Yes, he has the virus.
Yeah, but he seems okay. Like, he seems okay that he's got it. Like, he doesn't seem too worried or...
And Tom Hanks is very well behaved too.
He is. But the heck did you? No.
Yeah. Donald Trump is not well behaved.
No, he is not, and he does act like a child.
Yep. I think Lenny Kravitz is easygoing. I think so too. Self-assured Alberto Angela. I don't know who that is, but I will take your word for it, Julia.
We trust you, Julia. Cool.
Google right.
Anyone? I really want to know a celebrity who's tight-fisted.
No, I don't think celebrities. I think it'd be hard to know if a celebrity was tight-fisted because you would have to know them, I think, on a personal level.
Yeah, true.
I can tell you who's not tight-fisted. Bill Gates.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. He loves spending. Oh, although you could say he is because he never spends his own money. He likes spending the state money.
Yeah, he is tight-fisted. I'm sure he is. He's everything negative in this thing.
With his little hands.
Some Italian
politicians
are big-headed. Yeah, a lot of politicians.
Quite common. Perfect. Kate Middleton is well behaved. Good one, Luca.
She is.
She.
She? Did I say she?
I thought I heard he. Perfect. So, two-faced. What does two-faced mean?
You have two heads, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
I think most Italian politicians.
Or some are new, some are not new. Was it compound adjectives? So we have thick-skinned, narrow-minded, strong-willed, warm-hearted, and two-faced. And we need to fit them into the 5 sentences. With the few minutes that we've got left, we can do this. I don't trust her. She is. A good doctor should be caring, and a manager never listens. My manager never listens to me. He is very... Lewis isn't affected by negative criticism. He is. And Amy's determination inspires me. She is so cool. Royals are well behaved. Christina? Yeah, mostly well behaved.
I mean, Fergie wasn't.
No. And Harry, sometimes in the past.
He's not going to be king. He's fine.
He's fine. Perfect. A not true person, two-faced. Yes, Julia, you're correct. Perfect. But we wouldn't say a not true person, would we?
No, we would say a two-faced person.
Yeah, or dishonest, perhaps.
Yes, dishonest.
Dishonest or untrustworthy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Two-faced.
Perfect, Luke. So number 1 is two-faced. What about number 2? I don't trust her. She is two-faced. Adopt caring and...
I think Julia said this earlier in her description. I want a doctor.
Ah, yeah, she was talking about doctors.
Oh, you said a synonym for it. Julia. Yes.
Perfect, Luca. Yes. And Julia. Wonderful. Warm-hearted. Number 3, my manager never listens to me. He is very... What do we think? Perfect, Bruno. Good job.
Narrow-minded. You would say wide-minded as the opposite. You would say open-minded as the opposite.
Ah. Yeah, good point. Good point. Because sometimes the opposite isn't always so obvious in these situations.
The opposite of narrow-minded is open-minded. Lewis and Julia says thick-skinned. Yes.
Perfect. Good job, Julia. Nice one.
Yes. The opposite.
And number 5, then the last one.
The opposite of thick-skinned is thin-skinned. It exists. Opposite of thick is thin. So if you're thin-skinned, you are very sensitive to negative criticism.
Perfect. Perfect.
And weak-willed is also the direct opposite. You see, it makes sense. The opposite of strong-willed is weak-willed.
What would be the opposite of two-faced?
One-faced.
Very
honest.
Two-faced. Honest, yeah. Direct.
Very genuine, a very genuine person.
Yeah. Perfect.
Cool. Are you thick-skinned, David?
Yeah, I think I'm thick-skinned because I did easily a quiz before. I like to think I'm thick-skinned. Although it depends on the person. If someone says something about me, sometimes I can take it very personally.
Sincere. Yes, it's the opposite of two-faced. You were right. Honest.
Oh, yeah,
yep.
Perfect.
Honest. What compound adjectives would you use to describe yourself in the chat? Tell us.
Ooh, good question. Yeah. I would say I am thick-skinned and warm-hearted.
What other compound adjectives? Yeah, in the chat, write what compound adjectives you are. I am well-behaved. I think I am well-behaved.
Yeah,
for the most part. And easygoing. I am thick-skinned and strong-willed.
Mm-hmm.
I am not big-headed. I think.
No, you're not big-headed at all.
I think I'm pretty level-headed for the most part.
Yeah.
I am not tight-fisted because I have no money.
Yeah, you need to have money to be tight-fisted. Cool. Luca is strong-willed.
Julia, open-minded and warm-hearted. I think I'm open-minded.
Nice. Cool.
I'm not.
Also, on this page, guys, I would recommend if you have the checkpoint coming up, you could screenshot this one to remember some good compound adjectives for your checkpoint. Obviously, you don't need to use all of them in checkpoint, but the more you use, the better.
Yeah, cool. If you screenshot, you will also have my and David's face saved as well.
Yeah. Oh, forward thinking. I like that one, Julia.
That's a great compound adjective. I'm forward thinking.
Yeah, a really good one. And I think we are going to finish on that one because it's now 10:02 and our webinars are now 50 minutes to allow the changeover for the next teachers to log in. But guys, I'm sure we will see you soon because Pearl and I have a few 10 to 13 focuses this week. So thank you very much for your participation. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, stay entertained in this quarantine.
Stay inside.
Stay inside. Perfect.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.